And here we are working on our hardware for the fixture. In my hand is a treasure. It is rub and buff. It is the gold leaf. And I wanted you to take a look at the hardware in its original state. See that tarnished brass from before and then after with the gold leaf being applied. Big difference, isn't it? So let's go and let's see how it's done. I take a little bit of the gold leaf, rub and buff, and I apply it to my fingertip. I rub it against my thumb, and the reason why I do that is because I want a very creamy, smooth finish, and I don't want to put too much on there at one time. I then take it and I just begin rubbing the gold leaf onto the hardware. Remember to rub the edges. I use both my thumb and my index finger to make sure that I cover all sides. You know, when hardware is a bit raised like this, and if it was a sculpture, it would be called a relief. And when you can see all sides of it, when you can actually see all of the indentations and all of the design, you want to make sure that you're very detailed in applying the rub and buff so that you can see that in the restoration state. And I do like mixing the old and the new, so I'm not solely covering up everything from the past. I'm actually just combining it with a little bit of new. And again, take a look at the sides of it. You definitely want to make sure that you cover all sides, you know, and naturally your finger will go into the areas that it can go into, and where it cannot reach will stay in the old tarnished state. So therefore, I've got my pieces restored. This was also one of the handles, and look at that indentations and look at all the design on it. I was able to apply the rub and buff. You can still see a little bit of history there. And again, rub and buff, one of the greatest inventions for restoration. And that's it for this segment, guys. Please invest in rub and buff. I am an endorser of it just right now, this very second. Nothing's been said to me about rub and buff. I just simply love it, and it's a great find, and I want to share this with you. I'm sure there are things in your home that you want to touch up. Use rub and buff. Thank you.